Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Projectionist vlog on my YouTube channel. My name is Eve. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today is New Year's Eve. It's about 2:26 p.m. I get off at 8 p.m. and I'm working today on my second to last day at the Alamo Draft House in Yonkers. Tomorrow will be my last day, my last shift, and then I have one day off, and then Monday I start a new job. So it's pretty wild to finish a job at the end of the year, and right when the new year starts, I start a new job. So sadly, I'm leaving here, the Alamo Draft House, and I wanted to stay, but an opportunity came along that I needed to take. It was definitely going to advance my career, give me more knowledge of the digital projection, and give me new challenges, and possibly some exciting projects. I can't wait. So I start that, and I'll probably be traveling around to theaters, and if some of you have been watching this channel, work in some theaters in New York or in the surrounding boroughs, maybe you might see me. But I'm leaving the Alamo, and I just wanted to say I had a great experience working here this time around, because as you all know, I used to work for the Alamo, and when I did before, I worked as a server for 4 years, and it was very rough doing that, especially having a projectionist background, but not being able to move up as quickly as I thought. So I had I felt a little bit burned by them, but I think the company redeemed themselves for me, and I had a great experience, and so I'm gonna leave on a good note. I'm finishing up my shifts. I'm gonna miss the person I was working with. He's my friend, but he was a great co-worker, partner. We watched each other's backs. We covered for each other. Just picked up where we each left off. With work and setting up the movies and stuff, and we made sure that the building ran smoothly. But let's take a walk. But yeah, I really just wanted to reflect on 2021 and 2020. I'm going to go in this dark hallway. You probably can't see me. I don't have much light over here, but you can see over there. It's cool. Deadpool poster, if you can see it. Yeah, you can't see it. Got the Wonder Woman poster. So my Skyfall poster used to be here, and my Spider-Man Twin Tower poster used to be here, but I took those. But here's the other side of the booth with the projectors. But like I said, I just wanted to reflect on 2021 and half of 2020, because when the pandemic came, everything was shut down, and then we were furloughed, and then July is when most people got laid off. A lot of companies laid off, and I got laid off. But then like a month and a half later, I found a job working at a drive-in in New Jersey, and I was their projectionist, also handling some of their audio-visual equipment. And I worked there for about 5 months, and towards the end of that, the Maritime Aquarium, who I used to work for in 2018 into 2019, they contacted me, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna reopen our IMAX," and they hired me to go in and look at all the equipment, make sure it worked, and then I had to run their 7 weeks worth of IMAX documentaries for one last time before they officially closed. And I finished the drive-in while I was doing the Maritime. I finished the drive-in in like early December, and Maritime I worked until mid-January. And as I was working the Maritime, I was talking to Sag Harbor Cinema in the Hamptons. They found my resume, we were talking, they wanted me to come out there, but there was a rise in COVID cases at the time, so they had to postpone getting me to Sag Harbor. I did the interview, they liked me, it was all on Zoom. So I finished the Maritime in mid-January. I had a couple of months off. I didn't enjoy much of the unemployment, as you know. I didn't get a chance to enjoy much of it. I was always working. You know, the pandemic was a blessing and a curse for many people, but it was a blessing for me. I was very lucky and grateful because I kept working. I didn't want to stay at home, and I found all these opportunities. And as I found them, I got to learn different parts of the industry. I got to work a drive-in. I got to go in and help, you know, revive an old IMAX equipment. But yeah, you know, before Sag Harbor, I had a few months of, you know, whatever remaining unemployment there was. It wasn't as much as it was in the very beginning because I was on that too for about a month, and then once I started the drive-in, I didn't collect anymore. And then April of 21 this year, I started working at Sag Harbor as a technical director. That was a big job, technical director. So I did that from April to August. It was a great experience. I met some great people, got some great connections out there. And then the only issue was that it was far away, and I was staying out there 5 days a week, and they arranged for me to stay in somebody's home. Somebody donated their room. You know, I had a lot of time to talk about it with my wife about moving out there, but we ultimately decided it wasn't for us, and it was just too far away, very expensive. You know, it's the Hamptons. So then my buddy called me and he was like, hey, you know, they're reopening Alamo in Yonkers, and I want you working with me. And I had to go do an interview with the new general manager and the district manager. They liked me, and I came aboard Alamo, and I helped reopen the Alamo. You know, so I was working, as I was leaving Sag Harbor, I had to give a 30-day notice to Sag Harbor. On days that I had off, I had to work here at the Alamo in Yonkers, you know, helping my buddy set up, you know, changing bulbs, you know, working on automation for the lights, and cleaning porthole glass windows, ingesting content, you know. And then after Sag Harbor was done, I just stayed with the Alamo. So here I am 5 months later. It will be 6 months in January. I worked at the Alamo, but then during my time here, I was hired by Sag Harbor freelance to go run their Hamptons International Film Festival in October. It was the weekend Bond came out. And then I also did a gig at Lincoln Square for a company, for somebody I know. They asked me to help them out for a day. That was a good experience. And then this movie Licorice Pizza popped up sometime in mid-October through emails, and they were like, hey, this movie is going to be coming out on 70mm in Brooklyn, Alamo Draft House in Brooklyn. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I don't know how to run 70. I never ran it before. I'm sure it's easy, but I never ran it. And they offered me to go over there and run it. And I got to run a first run feature at the Alamo. And during that time, this opportunity with this new company came up, which I'm going to start on January 3rd. Came up, and I interviewed, and I got the job. And I finished out my shifts here at the Alamo. I wanted to do the right thing, give 2 weeks, and you know, I want to keep in touch with them. They're very good to me, and you know, just it's more networking. But I just wanted to reflect and say that 2021 was a roller coaster of a year. I am so shocked that I found all these jobs, and I went out there, and I went through so many interviews. Most of them I obviously, you know, passed. but now, you know, I think we're on the other side of this, you know, pandemic, past all the closures and the furloughs. But now, you know, the reason why I'm found so many different jobs because some of them were seasonal, or they were limited, or it was too far away, or just, you know, the money wasn't good. But now I found something which is close to home, it's a good salary, and it provides me with interesting opportunities. So I'm really excited. But it was a hell of a year, and you know, I'm very grateful to have been working, and grateful to have built up a network and to explore different avenues of, you know, projection, whether it's film or digital, but to learn more about the industry. But you know, so anyway, Happy New Year. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to see more videos just like this. Happy New Year, everyone. Please be safe, and let's hope 2022 brings us lots of joy and prosperity. Later.